Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are doing 2 ways to decorate the new castle house skin in the premium shop. Also, as we get started today, I do want to give a huge shout out to Jennifer, Danielle, and also the other person who donated towards this video. If it wasn't for these donations today, I would not be creating this video. I sadly have not been performing very well on my dream snaps, and I just didn't have enough money to get the moonstones to make this build happen. So these donations really do mean a ton to me. Thank you so much for making today's video possible, and I hope it brings y'all some inspiration. Today, I will be offering 2 different styles for this house skin, and the first one is going to be a more castle town approach inspired by the Tangled movie. So for the town, I will be creating the iconic scene with the sun on the pavement, and there's going to be a ton of banners and plants, and I'm gonna have like a little market sort of vibe to it. And then this is going to transition over to the castle. The castle on this first idea is going to be a little bit more simple because I'm trying to make this build a little bit more realistic for Switch players. But if you're somebody playing on a higher performing platform, I would actually recommend using the second idea for today's speed build because I think it would blend really nicely with the castle town. With that being said, near the end of this first idea, you're going to see some of the Disney park pathing kind of transition where the rug is, and that's so it can connect over to the second idea for today's video. But also, if you don't like the Disney park pathing being in the town, you could actually just keep this brick pathing that we're using right now and blend it out instead towards the castle. I did test both ideas out and it looks still just as great, so it all comes down to personal preference. So now that I have most of the layout done, we're going to work on some decorating, and I'm going to be using these banners that you can craft at your workbench to kind of capture the vibe in the movie where you see all these banners throughout the town because they're celebrating Rapunzel's birthday. And I'm just going to place these in between some of the buildings just to capture the festival sort of vibe. Next, I'll work on some market-like details throughout the town, and then we'll work on the transitional area towards the castle. After all my final details, here's how the first idea turned out for today's video. As you can see, I went ahead and added the red brick in between the buildings. Just as I mentioned earlier in this video, this is so you can connect the second idea if you want a more detailed castle. If you don't like the red brick, you can also just keep the gray tone throughout the entire castle town as well. It all comes down to personal preference, but I wanted to showcase both options in today's video. The last idea is a more structured, elegant core approach to the castle. This is going to have a really nice courtyard area, which is inspired by my friend El Serene on YouTube. I will have her linked in the video's description. Not only do I feel like this last idea is a great addition to our first build, but I do think that it's a great solution if you're somebody who just needs a filler build. But for this last idea, I will be using the Alice in Wonderland hedges, and these are from the premium shop, and then we're going to do a fountain centerpiece. Just like the first build, we're going to work on the layout and do some decorating, and I'll see you near the end of this video for the final walkthrough and some overhead shots, but I do hope it brings you some inspiration. And of course, let me know if you plan on using this castle idea with the castle town too in the comment section below. After all my final details, here's how the finished castle build turned out. This one is my absolute favorite. I think it'll transition so nicely into a castle town build. I really wanted this build to capture the lantern scene from the movie, so I used a ton of the Rapunzel floating lanterns. If you wanted to remove some of these, you absolutely could. I was just going for a very specific effect. Anyways, before today's video ends, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.